there's a reason why it's like the four of us play together, and I mean we all are. It's like much of a muchness mentally wise. So
much of a muchness mentally wise.
Could you elaborate on the muchness?
Muchness. Well, no, I mean it's like there's out of like the millions of people in this world, billions of people, there's four people that play together in the same band, and you know we tend to think along much the same lines.
Michigan, I guess, to start your work there, to do your independent releases there. Was it just was it a better, I mean, Michigan is sort of a legendary, you know, I mean, Ted Nugent, the Amway Dukes, Bob Seger, what have you, but was it easier to go over there than to get things going here that way?
I guess so. I mean, the label we were working with was based out of Detroit, and so we were kind of working there just because they were there, and that was the people that wanted to do our music.
Agents, yeah.
And so and the studio we worked out of was in Ann Arbor, and then we actually lived in Detroit for a couple of months, just you know, because it was a base, you know, a different place than Toronto to check it out.
Was it good living in Detroit for that time? I mean, did you?
No.
No? Did you hate it? You actually, let's go back to Windsor just for the night, fellas, you know? I want to go see Hockey Night in Canada, okay? No? Did you hate it?
No, we could get CBC in Detroit.
Yeah. Could you really?
We could watch the hockey games.
That's about all we did, actually, that and Star Trek. Hockey and Star Trek.
That was it.
not too hard to believe that there's room for more than one. The end of the day has begun, and you're wondering what it is this really so much fun, and you're wondering what strange passion left you here high and dry.
It's been said that you guys signed with a small American independent label for the publicity of being signed to an American label. What do you guys have to say about that?
That's not true.
It's not true. But it's nice to be on an American label. The Americans are real nice to us, and when we go down there, lots of people come to our shows, and hopefully we can sell a lot of records there. That's where our market is, I think.
What's the advantage of having the U.S. deal? Are there any special doors that are open to you?
There's just a much bigger system there, and a lot more places to get exposure.
You don't have to travel as far when you're touring either. Like when you go from Thunder Bay to Winnipeg to Saskatoon. It's not like that in the States. You go 50 miles or 100 miles and you're in another city. That's good.
above came pouring down, and an omen of love, and the ladies down the lane in a hurry. Well,
Our producer, David Briggs. David Briggs. Hi, David. He was working on Ragged Glory, and he said that he needed a place for this band to rehearse. And
he said this to Neil Young.
And he said, well, why don't you do it here? We had nothing to do with it. We had no desire to go there, you know.
If we'd known there were animals there, though, we would have been.
If we had known.
What do you think of llamas?
I love llamas.
Actually, one really liked you a lot, didn't
Yeah.
it? They're pretty easy to shoot, though. They just kind of stand there. It's like
wiggle their nostrils.
They bite?
It spit.
We've heard they spit, but they never spat at us.
Good sign.
we were nice to
I
them.
think they liked it.
Mike, you really got to work on your touching. It's you're really dragging it back. When you play in that roll around and around, and you get behind it a little bit, it really is dragging it down. I think that maybe you should try and think about accenting the first Dean does. If you put a little bit of accent on it.
Was it nerve-wracking to have this guy say, you know, come on, get it together, play it properly? Or
It was only nerve-wracking. It's like 3 in the morning when he sort of bursts into the motel room to tell us to get it together. and a certain amount of terror comes into play. But no, it's, you know, and it's like a professional, you know, in a professional sort of sense.
He was doing his job.
He was a
and
professional audience.
He's a professional. The man's a pro.
He was a good
basically.
audience.
Yeah, it's sort of like a barometer of what we're doing. You know, we take the Briggs wiggle, then we're, you know, we're doing our stuff. And if he stands in front of you like with this like menacing, threatening expression on, well then, you know, you're doing something and you've got, you know, X amount of seconds to figure out.
no,
It wasn't that high pressure.
No.
No, it wasn't high pressure. We've done 2 albums ourselves, and we felt this time that we wanted to work with someone else, and hopefully someone could bring something to the party, as they say.
Which he did.
She was awake when he came home late. He wiped his bloody face as he heard her say, "Where is your crown? The king of Saturday night." Go ahead and laugh some more, he replied from the floor. Tonight I met my match, and now I have to crash, but I'll be the king again next Saturday night. When the lights went out, there were no shouts. When they closed their eyes, it was no surprise. home late. He killed the cat that was in his path. So don't ever cross the king of Saturday night. When the lights went out, there were no shouts. When they closed their eyes, it was no surprise. Sweet dreams, again and again. It's sweet dreams, again and again. It's sweet dreams, until the morning came.
It's a concept video.
It is? What's
High
the concept?
Debauchery, late night shenanigans. Wouldn't you say, Johnny?
I'd agree.
That's very high concept,
It is.
actually,
It
for
is
a video.
high, but that's really what it is, and when you see it, it'll make sense. Everyone will click in with the sentiment
Yeah?
in that video for sure.
Down in the valley, it's all quiet now. The smoke from the chimneys, it rises slow. It goes up, up and away. The snow lies like a blanket. The frost sparkles on top. The moon's the skylight, lies below what's above. Up, up and away. Well, I remember, well, do you? Well, I remember, well, I know you do. The night, the shooting star. In the gray of the dawn, we went to sleep. So the night could linger on in dreams. It goes on and on. No one knows when you sleep. As deep as sleep will allow, you don't know where, when, or how. It goes on and on. No one knows. Well, I remember, well, do you? Well, I remember, I know you do. The night,
When I listened to your album, particularly the song The End of Your Chain on your album, it sounds very similar to Iggy Pop. And then I thought, heck, the guys recorded their album in Ann Arbor, where Iggy Pop was born. Is there any coincidence there?
Yes, we like Iggy Pop a lot. He's a big influence on us.
It was actually, when we were recording the record, the studio was not too far from where he was born, from his trailer park. And Grant was carrying around a copy of I Want More in the studio all the time, so
We felt his presence, for sure.
He was with us while we were doing it.